To the Hamilton Police Service Central Station. Today we will be providing an update into the investigation of a shooting death of 21-year-old Harsimrat Randhawa. At this time, I would like to introduce Acting Detective Sergeant Daryl Reed.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming today for this update. I appreciate everyone's patience, and we've been working hard over the weekend to investigate the shooting death of Harsimrat. We have made significant progress in this investigation since Thursday. The Hamilton Police have now recovered the white Hyundai Elantra that was used in this homicide. It was believed to be involved in the shooting as the target vehicle, with shots being fired at them. Hamilton Police have also spoken to a number of witnesses and collected CCTV in the area, and we continue to review that video as we speak. We know that Harsimrat had recently attended a gym in the upper area of Hamilton. She had taken a city bus to that location and had been waiting to cross the street. This was when she was struck by a stray bullet. With the assistance of the Toronto Police Service, the white Hyundai Elantra was recovered on April the 20th in a residential area in northwestern Toronto. That vehicle has since been towed back to Hamilton for forensic examination. On April 21st, the Hamilton Police Service executed a search warrant at a residence in central Hamilton where we recovered the black Mercedes SUV that was used in this homicide. That vehicle has also been brought back to our police station for forensic examination. Investigators have been narrowing down the pool of people who are associated to these two vehicles. We will leave no stone unturned until we find you. We encourage those involved in the April 17th incident to contact their lawyer and turn themselves into a police and speak to us. We would like to thank everyone who has come forward to assist us in this investigation and provide us the important details we need to figure out what happened. If you have any information that you believe could help us in this investigation, we encourage you to call us, come forward, and provide that information to us. For those who wish to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Stoppers, or you can call directly to the Hamilton Police Service and speak to the homicide unit. At this point, I'd be happy to take a few questions.
Either of the cars stolen?
No. No.
Are you not able to release the names of the owners of the vehicles?
No, we are conducting investigations right now into the people associated to those vehicles, and until we iron out the connections and who had access to those vehicles, I won't release any information.
But have you gotten the opportunity to speak to, I apologize if you mentioned this already, have you spoken to the owners of both the vehicles?
That's part of our active investigation, and I won't be able to comment on that at this point.
Did the white Mercedes show any signs of being struck by gunfire or anything like that?
So it was a white Hyundai Elantra that was recovered in Toronto, and the forensic examination of that vehicle is still ongoing. We had to get search warrants to process those vehicles, so that information will come later.
Joe, I'm not sure if this information has come out yet, but about the suspects, given that you guys have seized a car in Toronto, is it fair to believe that some of the suspects are from that area, or some from Hamilton as well?
It's a little too early to comment on that. I had said previously in my media release that there were multiple people involved with the vehicles, so until we iron out who those people are and try to identify them and make the connections, it's a little premature to suggest an area of the province that they're from.
So can you elaborate why you're certain there are witnesses on camera? And can you describe the scene and who's nearby at the time of shoot?
Sure. So from the video that we've collected, that area of Upper James was, it was at 7:30 at night. There was a significant amount of traffic traveling up and down the roadway. We know from watching that video that there were numerous cars that just passed through at that very moment. Many of those people have come forward, and I thank those people for coming forward to assist us. But we know there are more people out there that might have even the smallest piece of information that could help us. And putting all of those little pieces together is what we need to do. So we continue to encourage those people to come forward.
Any other agencies involved in this?
Just I mentioned that Toronto Police Service assisted us, and we thank them for the help in recovering that vehicle so quickly. Besides that, any ongoing investigations I'll have to not comment on at this point.
Do you know if any bullets were shot from the white Hyundai into the black Mercedes?
We're still trying to confirm whether that's a possibility. We are waiting on some ballistics reports from the CFS. We have not received those yet, so hopefully that information will shed some light onto your question.
In speaking to witnesses, I'm guessing you spoke to drivers, just average people out and about at the time. What did they describe to police? Was it a hectic scene, kind of, just out of nowhere? And as you mentioned, it's a busy road.
I don't think I'll comment on what individual witnesses have told us or what they felt at the time. I know from watching the video that it happened very quickly. Harsimrat had zero capability of avoiding what was about to unfold in front of her. She had just stepped off of a city bus, was waiting to cross the street, from my understanding, and everything unfolded so quickly she had no time at all to react.
I just have one more. So I guess my question is, both cars were slow enough, so that make the investigation a little bit more complicated, but they aren't. So I guess my question now is, so what is the next step? Because it seems like there is, more of a path now to finding who was involved. So what happens now?
So there's various things that we are going to do to try to figure out who had the vehicles at the time. Knowing an owner is one thing, but knowing who's operating the vehicle and who's shooting the gun at the time that it's being used is a different part. So until we get further into that part of the investigation, I'm not going to preemptively project what we're going to try to do, just to say that it's part of our current investigation and we'll be hopefully getting some answers shortly.
When it comes to the search warrant on the property, the owners of that property or people there, are they being cooperative?
At this point, that is also part of our investigation. We have not been faced with uncooperative people, if I can say it that way, but there's more work to be done there. That warrant was executed in the early morning hours of Monday, so the evidence that we collected from that search warrant is still being looked at.
Anything else collected beyond the vehicle at the
We did collect other items, but I can't say what those things are.
any weapons?
Not at this time, no. Okay, thank you very much. We hope to have an update in the future for you. Thank you.
That will conclude today's media conference.